And still the crucial question, who killed the crews? And no one can really tell us today what the answer to that is. Pat Booth is obviously an investigative reporter, an expert in the area of the crew murders. Pat, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
What do you make of this today?
Well, there are some advances in this, I feel. I mean, I would say that this is the first and probably the last police report on the crew murders that I will find of interest, because I was extremely impressed by the group, the two officers who handled this report. They had spent some time with me, and they seemed to be totally on the ball. They had a huge grip of some of the incidents which they needed to know about, and they asked the right question and they gave the right answers. I'm very impressed with the report. However, I agree. The question of, in my mind, that the probability that the cartridge case was planted there, I think, is understating the situation. I mean, I can quote the Commission of Inquiry, who said quite positively that it had been planted, that it had been planted by police. It named the police, and it was one of the cornerstones, I feel, for Arthur Thomas's pardon. While we're at it, I think we should also get clear in the public mind what is a pardon. It's not somebody coming into your cell in the morning and saying, look, you've been pretty well behaved for the last 18 months, we'll let you go. A pardon is an indication that you did not commit the crime, and that's exactly what the Royal Commission said. Arthur Thomas did not kill the crews, and they dismissed the police case against him.
Well, what interests me here is that the police don't make any advances in that area of the planted evidence, do they? And I wonder if they just don't want to, do they?
No, I think they would prefer not, because there are a lot of overtones on the planted evidence. I remember when I first caught onto a key fact about it, that the cartridge case found in the garden had on the back of it ICI. They were the manufacturers in Australia, and we got that's people who are hoping to help Arthur, got some advice from, would you believe, a former policeman on the coast down by Wellington somewhere. They had a gun shop, and he had said he'd been through his cartridge cases, old ones, and there was a difference. So I got a collection of cartridge cases together, and I happened to have the big the back of a cartridge case built up to about piano size, and I then did some work in the STARS network. What am I saying? In the STARS dark room, and put these two classes together. You imagine cutting them in half and then slipping one on top of the other, and the lettering did not link up at all. There was definitely an extra cartridge case design that they hadn't taken into effect.
No, it raises so many questions still, I reckon, around that. I certainly appreciate your time, Pat. Pat Booth, of course, who probably is one of the best experts in this area. Right, we